G'day mates, welcome to my channel, Slicknick is my name, and finally, after this entire year, 2020 is finally over. I waited so long for this day to come. Oh my gosh, finally! Our 2020 vision may go away, but our sanity can come back. This was by far the worst year in a long time. And for me, it's the worst year I've ever had. Like, there's been a lot of things that happened this year that was not so cool. For example, the Corona beer virus. You know why I call it the Corona beer virus? Because I felt like all of 2020 felt like it was drunk. 2020 was so drunk that it couldn't just be positive for once. It was all about negatives, all this quarantine stuff, and there was so much bad that happened this year for a lot of people, which is why we should probably, hopefully, forget about this year for once. But I'm pretty sure that most people are going to remember this year as the one year that everything was horrible. I mean, not everything was bad. There was some good that happened this year, but for the most part, it's been horrible. Starting straight away with January, the first month, in fact, in like the first few days, we already had the World War III trend, which was already a bad start to the year. Then we had Kobe's death. I don't know much about Kobe, except Kobe. There was also, well, of course, the start of the virus thingy. The world went under quarantine. There's just so much. There is just so much that happened in 2020 that came out of nowhere. Like 2019 was already bad enough at the end of the year or during some of the year when we were thinking that 2020 was going to be, I mean, like we already knew 2020 was going to be a bad year, but it just became so much worse. Like, I thought in 2020, because of the new FTC or whatever it's called anymore, I forgot, there was a big thing where they were gonna like change all the rules on YouTube so it's way more strict, which is why I thought I was gonna be done for, and I ended up not being done for. I continued to live and suffer the consequences by still making videos to this day, and I will plan to do videos every single day for all of 2021, which is a thing I will try to do. If I fail at that, then I will be failing myself. But, Jesus, 2020, we already knew it was going to be bad, but Jesus, it was so much worse. There was a few things I never got to talk about because either I forgot or I just couldn't bother, or both. Like the Donald Trump, I can't even say that word, versus Joe Biden, the election. I did not mention anything about that when it happened. Like, I think I was probably going to, but I ended up not doing it because one, couldn't care any less, and two, okay, that's probably about it. But also, it's an American thing, so it probably doesn't, like, it doesn't bother me, it doesn't affect me as much because I don't live in America. So that's probably another reason why I didn't say anything about the election. Also, YouTube is not making YouTube Rewind this year, which I don't think I mentioned on YouTube, but I've mentioned it in a tweet, I think. A tweet and on Discord, which, by the way, I've been working really hard on. That's not a plug. Unless you want to join. Nah. Okay, but seriously, like, I haven't really mentioned it on YouTube, but yeah, YouTube Rewind was not going to be getting made this year. So I guess that's another plus, because Jesus, Rewind sucks now. So another thing I want to talk about is my favorite YouTuber of the good old times, Jacksepticeye. Jacksepticeye. So recently, it's been crazy. He not only dyed his hair green again, which I've missed, but in Nostalgia Week, it was all great. It was all, good old times. I gotta say, this Nostalgia Week was a lot better, I think. Because last year, like, he did the Happy Wheels 101 and stuff. He did Happy Wheels 102. Like, it was uploaded, like, today at, like 1 o'clock or 12, I don't know. Well, in my place, it, like, their videos always comes out, like, midnight, like, 1 to 2 o'clock. So, I was awake at the time, and I gotta say, when I saw the notification pop up when it said Jacksepticeye uploaded Happy Wheels again for another episode, I legitimately almost screamed and I was jumping all around the kitchen table. I was so excited and I was laughing the entire video because it was hilarious. And that video actually had so much more than just the Happy Wheels and there's it had the green hair, of course. There was so much more in this episode that wasn't in the last time. Like, for example, the green hair, but also he did his like classic intro and outro, which he only did his intro last time, but now he does his intro and outro in all of his Nostalgia Week, which he should have done that on the first time, but he didn't. And I mean, that was nuts enough. And in his Happy Wheels 102 episode, he like did his outro like the loudest he's ever done. I don't know. It seemed a lot more than what he used to, which is insane. Even in the after outro, whatever you call it, he was like, "Oh, my throat, it's bleeding." I don't know what he actually said, but along the lines of that. So, great, good job. But also about the outro, in the outro, the old outro screen, like a lot of people might know the outro screen as the 3D one where it's bouncing around, like his Septiceyes bouncing around the the tank thing, but for that episode, he actually used the old outro screen, which I remembered, and that was insane to me. Like, I don't think he actually used that outro screen in the other Nostalgia Weeks, except for this one. I don't know. But when I saw that, I was like, oh my gosh, this is almost everything I've asked for. Yes, his green hair isn't exactly the green hair that I like currently am used to, because his man bun, which kind of was taking the green hair away, most of it, so it wasn't really. I don't know. It wasn't as. I don't know the words, but it doesn't look as. It's not what I remembered. Okay, it's not what I remembered. I remembered it way more different. I can't explain things at all. But yeah. But overall, Jack Spadici, good job for making Nostalgia Week so much better. I heavily respect that. Heavily. Nostalgia Week really felt like nostalgia this time. Now for my channel, I did quite well. I mean, I did a lot better in 2019, clearly, because that was the year for me, apparently. But this year, I started with 172 subscribers, and now I'm 282 when I last checked. So we gained 110. That is a lot of people. So thank you. Oh, I can't. Burps. Okay. So, thank you so much for the new people that came this year. And also, we started with the total views of the channel around 11,620. I think I used Social Blade to check that out, but I don't know. But now it's, when I last checked, 21,065. It's very specific, I know, but whatever. So we nearly had 10,000 more this year. Nearly. Not quite, but nearly. And as of right now, we currently have 579 uploads, plus this one, of all of this channel. I think it's not. I don't think it actually is 579. I think it's around that. I don't know if that's exactly what it is now, but it's roughly around 579. And as of all of this year, it's 208 uploads plus this one. So 209 uploads as of all of 2020, which is way less than 2019, back when I used to do videos almost every single day, and did every single day for like 3 months maybe, I don't know. But for next year, I'm hopefully planning to make uploads every single day for all of 2021, plus extra uploads here and there, because I'm going between 1 to 2 uploads a day. 1 upload a day for normal days, and if there's like a special day where it's like one of those special like holiday days, I don't know, the special events like Christmas or Valentine's Day or something, or Independence Day, I don't know, any of those special days that only happens once a year, which I do upload all those as well for some reason, I don't know, but I always like to celebrate it in videos just for the people who want to celebrate it. that means if there's a gaming video on that day as well, then that means double upload. And if there's a miracle chance that not only do my gaming video and a special day video shows up, but it's also on the same day as the reading random question of the week, that's 3 uploads in one day. So that's crazy. For this entire year, it's been horrible. Like, I couldn't, like, I've been through, like, quite a bit. Like, most people hated the quarantine because they couldn't hang out with friends and stuff. That's, I understand that now, because in recent times, actually recently I have went to my friend's house again multiple times this month, but in, like, towards the end of 2020, I have been very not so feeling so well. I've been all over the place. Because I haven't got to, like, I mean, the quarantine's over for us, and it has been for a while. Like, we still haven't hanged out enough. Like, I want to hang out more, but which I am now, but there was a time where, like, I couldn't, like, I just couldn't do it, and I was a very lonely person. I've never felt so lonely to not have someone with you, as a, like, because all my friends left, and I'm just like, oh, why can't I just talk to somebody? So yes, this year I've been also very negative feelings. That didn't make sense. I've felt very negative. I recently started hanging out with friends again. Well, my 2 friends, Aiden and Flame, which I heavily am happy about, because those days where I did hang out were the best days I've ever had of this year. And we officially announced that now we're best bros for life. Yeah. But, like, what do I say? Like, this is unedited. I'm doing this off script because I don't have a script. Like, I don't have a script for this. I've been just talking from the top of my head. So a lot of the things I've said was coming straight from me. So I don't know what to say now, but, like, this has been serious. Well, this went a lot more serious than I thought, and wow. But at least at the end of the year, I can officially say that the end of the year, the very last day, like, the very end of 2020 was great. Not the best. There was definitely ups and downs. There was still quite a few downs in recent times, but there have been quite a lot more ups, because December had a few good things which I will remember for forever, like hanging out with my friends again and just having a good old time, trying to forget 2020 overall, because this year's been horrible, like I've mentioned a billion times now. But I just want to say that even though 2020 has been the worst year, at least I had, like, I hope you had some fun too, some fun just to forget about it. And I don't know, I think that's all I wanted to say for now. Like, this year has had good things happen. There was a lot of good things that happened too. Like, when Jacksepticeye was doing his Thankamus stream, when he was dyeing his hair on stream, it's like the best stream he's ever done, because he raised like $1.4 million to a charity, which, that's insane. Like, good things happened this year, but it's only at the end, really. Oh yeah, and System of a Down. Like, I became a huge fan of System of a Down recently in 2020, for some reason. I don't know why, but, like, I've known this music for years, but I never knew who they were till this year, or last year. I think it was last year when I first heard about them again. And then this year, I became a huge fan of it, and then they came back after 15 years of no music, by releasing 2 new music in like November 6th, I think, around November. So that made November, that made 2020 somewhat, I forgot the word, redeemed. It redeemed itself. It's worthy again. But is it really worth it? Like, is it really worth it? Like, all of 2020 being super horrible, and finally, after 10, 11, 12 months, we're finally getting some good things happen? I don't know. Like, I don't know. This year is seriously something. And I think we'll all remember this year and think of it as history. We'll be telling our kids and our grandkids about this year of being the worst year ever. I don't know what to say anymore. I said as most things as I can, I think. I've rambled on for like, I don't even know how long anymore. I just wanted to wish you good luck for, like, I have hopes for 2021, but it doesn't actually mean that it can go better than what we expected. No, I don't. Maybe I should stop. Maybe I should stop talking because I think I've said everything. Point is, hopefully we have some hope for 2021, because, like, even though we can't expect it to be good, we have hope, and that's what matters for now. So I wish you all a happy next year. I promise you, the New Year's Day video when 2021 hits will be a lot better, because wow, this was horrible. Like, I don't know what to say now. Just good luck, I guess. So this is the end of the video for now. And before I go, I just want to say that I did my last poll on Twitter for this year, and it was, should I swear, in my last video of 2020, and it got equal votes. So thank you so much for watching this video. Have a slicky and a good day, and there's a message for you, 2020. Go frick yourself. Seriously, I would have sweared there, but that's a half swear, so accept that for now. Cheers, mates. Cheers, fellas. Cheers, everyone. Good night. Goodbye, and Happy New Year. Happy New Year's Eve. Just end the video, Slick. Okay, fine, chill. When the 32nd of December shows up, dun, 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 dun. I'm sorry, that's so cringe.